So today, we are going to openly talk about this. Okay. So by this, I am declaring that I am not a guru. I am not an elevated person. I am not I am not a sadguru. Okay. I am an ordinary person. Okay, who has experienced something, and I am still investigating about my own experience. Okay, and I have already done my work regarding it. And I think it is very, very important because there are a lot of people who are spiritual seekers, who are reading spiritual books, who are going to spiritual gurus because they hope that there will be some kind of, some kind of relief from their suffering, right? In fact, when Buddha talked about spiritual enlightenment in the first place, he spoke about one thing, which is about the cessation of suffering. Okay, the suffering will be gone if you are attaining nirvana. So, is it really happening? Okay, what is the what is the what is really happening in the end of a spiritual journey? That is something which must be understood. Okay, that is why I'm telling you that it is an open talk. Anybody can participate in it. Okay, because there are a lot of when for the last few years. Okay, I have been contacted by many people who are, some people are seekers, some people do not have any idea about seeking at all. Okay, seeking spirituality wholeheartedly is the first step towards awakening. Okay, but before this, you must understand that this is not like an intellectual process or something. Okay? It is truly, only somebody who has some touch of spiritual experience can seek more. Okay, if I give you something to taste, okay, like you don't know anything about sweets, and I'm giving you a sweet, you are tasting that sweet, and you want more. This is how spiritual seeking works. Okay, I'm talking about spiritual seekers right now. Okay, a person, not everyone is not a spiritual seeker, even if they claim to be one. Okay, even if they say I am a spiritual seeker, I am speaking spirituality, it might be wrong. Okay, they might not know what is going on with their life. Okay, maybe they find the term spiritual seeker very attractive, so they might claim, okay, I am a spiritual seeker, I am seeking spirituality. But that doesn't have to be true. The true seeking starts when you first get a taste of spirituality. When I say taste, okay, the word taste itself conveys something. Okay, it has to be tasty. Okay, you have to find the taste of it, right? You can talk about what is your favorite sweet. Okay, just assume that we are talking about that. Whatever your favorite sweet is, we are talking about your favorite sweet. You know how mind blowing the taste is. Okay, you have tasted it. You can explain, as much as you want to another person about the taste of that sweet. He would not understand the taste unless he has tasted the same sweet. So, first of all, getting into spiritual journey does not require reading books. Does not require, it doesn't mean that you have to know a lot of concepts and meanings. You have to get a taste of spirituality. And what is the topic of your live stream? I'm talking about awakening, right? Spirituality, and it is an open conversation. I hope you actually read that, right? So, unless somebody gets a taste of spirituality, in the first place, they cannot become a seeker. Okay. But once they become a seeker, okay, you are becoming a seeker based on that first experience. Okay. You experience something that was very, very, when I said the word tasty, right? So I can also bring in another word here, delicious. Okay, something that is delicious, something that seems to be a promise. Okay, let me close the door because it is raining, and I think you might not be able to hear me well. Okay, I always, whenever I make videos, I always make sure that audio quality is good because in the earlier days when I was making videos, I used to actually, like turn off the fan. But where I am at, we don't require a fan. Okay, so that is a good thing for me. So yes, so unless you get a taste of spirituality in some way, you cannot become a seeker. You don't become a seeker by reading books. Okay, now you are a seeker. Okay, now you know what that you are seeking, what that you know what you are seeking for to some extent. Okay, some kind of satisfaction in life, right? Because everybody in the world is talking about dissatisfaction. I'm telling you one thing. Okay, I don't have it. I am not dissatisfied with this life, and I think I'm very very lucky when I look at I'm reading news every single day, right? When I read the news every single day, I understand one thing. Oh my God, man, these guys are still seeking those things, and I'm not doing that. Okay, so that is exactly what happened to me in 2014. Okay, after 2014, I will tell you. Okay, I'll come back to you regarding that. Okay, I will come back to you regarding my experience. But yes, as I told you, first of all, in order to become a seeker, forget about becoming enlightened. Okay, in order to become a seeker, something has to happen to you. Okay, and I don't know how it will really happen in the modern world unless I'll tell you. Okay, maybe no, I'll name two people. Okay, that I know for sure. One is Osho personally. Okay, Osho. I'm not, when I say Osho, when I talk about Osho, I'm not saying is he is the perfect man, he is the perfect guru, follow him, he is never ever wrong, he is the perfect human being ever lived. No, nothing like that. Okay, when you approach Osho, if you are new to Osho, for example, when you approach Osho, treat him as a friend. Okay, how much can you trust your friend? Okay, you can trust your friend when see there are two. I will give you two instances. Okay, there is a friend who is a trustworthy guy. The friend tells you, okay, give me 500 rupees, I will return it tomorrow. He is a trustworthy guy, you know it. You will give him money, he will return it tomorrow, you know that. But the same friend comes up and say, okay, I took a selfie with Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday. Will you believe it? It is the same friend, Now he is making a very extraordinary claim. Okay, he met Narendra Modi and he took a selfie with him. Will you believe him? Even though he is your friend, you will tell him, okay, no, I know that you are joking. Okay, no, it did not happen. Okay, please prove me. Okay, please show me the photo. Please show me the selfie. That is how your demand is, right? Treat Osho exactly the same way. When you approach Osho, okay, when you read Osho's books, if something is trustworthy, take it. If you have any kind of, man, why is this guy talking about it like this? Leave it, okay, because probably he is making it up, because that is exactly how Osho is. Okay, costly conversations. But don't you ever think it would have been better if we have money? Okay, let me finish the money. Loving family, people love and respect you around you. Okay, let me first start with the last thing. Okay, people love and respect you around you. Okay, I mean you are talking about people who are loving and respecting around me. What makes you to think that people who are around me do not respect me? That is the first question. Okay, loving family. Okay, how do you define a family in the first place? Okay, a family, when you identify something as yours. Okay, you have a child, you have a wife. These people are yours, right? It is your child, it is your wife, and that is how it is your family. But what if you think the whole world is your family? You are my family member. That is exactly what I think. And I know that if I ask you for money, you won't give it. But the same thing is true with my sister or my mother. Okay, if I ask her for money, she wouldn't give it, because that is exactly how the money works. In fact, a lot of people help me um with money when I need it, and those people, I have never ever seen them before. Okay, so don't talk about loving family. Is there a loving family these days? First of all, let me know. Okay, and if I have money, well, I really need money. Okay, but I don't regret that I don't have much money right now. But if I have much more money, it gives some kind of power. Okay, you can do much more things, because money makes you much more powerful. Okay, to do much more things. For example, whatever that I want to do. Okay, for the sake of myself, for the sake of other people, I can do it, right? So yes, don't you ever think it would have been better if you have more money? It would not have been better for me actually if I have more money. Maybe a little more money, okay. If I have in another 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, it would have been better. I used to think that, okay, but I don't think about lakhs and crores, okay. That is not my business, okay. I don't even know how to use that money, okay. Probably I will give it away, okay. The thing is, a beggar, okay, if you ask this question, okay, for example, you are asking the same question to a beggar, okay. Don't you ever think that it would have been better if we have money? What kind of money are you talking about? 10 rupees? 20 rupees? How about a person who has not eaten for the last 10 days? 30 rupees is a huge money for him, okay? So money is not like, how do you define, okay? When you say you have money, I do have money, okay? I'm not begging, I have money. But how much money are you talking about? First, you answer this question. Loving family. Well, do I have to limit my family to four members or three members, which is my wife, my children, and my relatives, or do I have to extend my family to the whole world? You tell me, okay? You tell me. Because I have, for me, okay, I consider this whole world as my family. Vasudeva Kudumbakam. I never ever regretted about the fact that I don't know on what basis you are asking this question, but I never ever regretted about the fact about two things. Okay, first of all, family. What family that I have is very much enough for me. Second, money. Yes, money is needed for meeting practical issues. Okay, I have to have money to handle certain things. In fact, I am talking to you right now because I have data in my phone, right? In order to top up for this data, I need money, right? And if I'm hungry, if I don't have much, okay, just look at me, okay, and I am happy. I am telling you this, okay, this is the fruit of spiritual journey. You need to understand this. I'm happier. I can tell you one thing, okay, I'm happier. Whoever is asking this question, okay, I can tell you one thing. I am a lot happier than you, thousands and thousands of times happier than you, okay, fulfilled than you. The only thing that I have is, in fact, a lot of times I have asked for donations because I was struggling a lot in my life. There were times when I was even able to eat, okay. My story is very, very different, okay. Let me move on to the next question because I don't feel like, like, guys, please avoid personal questions, be civil, okay. I have sent you money before your family, Julia Ferraris. Yeah, I hope so. See, because I really, really thank you if you have, because I don't have a way to keep record of everything unless they send me personal emails. Okay, see, there are a lot of people who personally interact with me. They also tell me, okay, I've sent you some money, and they talk to me. Okay, feel free to talk to me. Okay, don't worry. Okay, because I have a very poor memory and I'm getting old. Do you see this? Okay, so sorry if I don't remember you. Okay, but I think this name seems to be very, very familiar. But please, please don't get offended because I know many people have sent me money. Okay, so if you're one of them, I'm very, very happy about it. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, that's really good to hear. Okay, so yeah, I would, the thing is, the only thing is, I would not, I'm not asking you for any kind of money again for the same, to the same person because, um, first of all, to contribute to these things, okay, one person can contribute only so much, okay. For example, in our village, okay, in villages, they conduct many festivals, okay. They get donations for conducting those festivals. We cannot demand like give me like 10,000 rupees from one person, okay. He will give you 1,100 rupees or 200 rupees, whatever he can, okay. And yeah, we cannot, I mean, it does make sense, to not to bother him with so much, asking so much money, but sometimes I do it, okay. That is my tendency because it has been like that, okay. So I don't know, like, see, the thing is, unfortunately, in today's world, okay, a spiritual seeker doesn't get much help. And when I read all these ancient literatures, especially, when they talk about, when they literally talk about this transformation, especially Adi Shankara talked about it, okay. I will give you one example. Okay, Adi Shankaracharya talked about this even after awakening. Okay, it is in one of his commentaries. Okay, even after awakening, sometimes you can act like you are not awakened. Okay, and he gave an example. Let us say that you have changed your house. Okay, you are living in street number 7. Your house is in street number 7. Okay, but you recently moved to street number 8. But what you will do is, after you come back from your work, okay, you will forget it. Okay, you will forget about the fact that you have moved into street number 7 recently. But you will move into this, you will just drive your vehicle into the same street where you are living at, and suddenly you realize, oh my god, I recently moved. Okay, I'm sure that it is a very common experience because I have experienced it. And when I actually saw this example from Adi Shankaracharya's comment, I was like, I was like really surprised. Okay, this person knows what he is talking about. Okay, I think he is the one who really convinced me. So I learned to see things from Adi Shankaracharya's perspective. But again, I know one more thing as well, because if you read the commentaries of Adi Shankaracharya, often you will come across this statement. Okay, this is what Shruti tells. Shruti means Vedas. Okay, Shruti is another name for Vedas, because Shruti means that which is heard. Okay, so Vedas and Shruti is the same. So if Shruti says something, it must be correct. He will say this often in his commentaries. Okay, so whenever he is discussing something that is not discussed in Shruti or Vedas, he will openly discuss that, and he will use all his logical skills in the discussion. But whenever there is something, okay, which contradicts with Shruti, or which has to do something with what Shruti has already said, he will simply say, okay, if Shruti has said something, it must be true. From the perspective of a modern reader, it looks very, very backward, right? But it is not really so. Okay, because Adi Shankaracharya really had a lot of courage to go against a lot of things which are in custom in the first place. Okay, so I really have, I'm telling you, I personally have a lots and lots of reverence toward this one person, Adi Shankaracharya. I think he is the main. If you talk about Hinduism, okay, it is because of this one guy, I can tell you, Hinduism is surviving. It is Adi Shankaracharya. That is why, see, if you have any kind of criticism, whether you belong to left wing or right wing, I don't care. If you have any kind of criticism against Adi Shankaracharya, it is because you think that this 21st century is the same as the 8th century AD that he lived in. It is not that. Okay, in that century he was very much advanced. You fail to look at it. Okay, you have to look at everything. Okay, how everybody else has talked about things. Okay, so any more questions, guys? Okay, I'm just waiting for the questions, because I think I have discussed enough regarding this. But yeah, let me get back to the original topic. Okay, I was listening Ramesh Balsekar. I liked his view. He said we have no free will. Okay, you were you. I don't know how I like Ramesh Balsekar very much in the first place. Okay, I liked him very much. Okay, so thank you for bringing this topic. Okay, because when I listened to Ramesh Balsekar for the first time, I think it was in 2008. Okay, his approach was very, very different. So I'm not here to judge how much advanced he was. Okay, but I think Ramesh Balsekar was the disciple of Nisargadatta Maharaj, right? But yeah, he did have a huge following, and even now his YouTube videos are there. Okay, I like his speech. Okay, it helped me a lot. Okay, I cannot decline this. And yeah, there was a controversy about Ramesh Palsekar. I don't want to mention it here. Okay, there was. Okay, so it only, when I got to know it, when I got to know it that time, I didn't know how to like understand this. But now I understand. Okay, he is a human being, right? Anyway, after all. But yeah, he is very, very helpful, I'm telling you. Okay, you can I have recommended Ramesh Balsekar in my book. Okay, you can listen to Ramesh Balsekar, especially when you are a seeker and you are tired of seeking, listen to him. It will help you. Okay. I was listening to Ramesh Balsekar. I like this view. You are not alone. I like him very, very much. Okay. His topic is like, it is like, pacifying you. Okay. Don't worry. Everything is all right. Nothing has to be changed. So it is like, at some point of time when you are a seeker, when you are tired of seeking, okay, I'm telling you, okay, he is a very good teacher. Okay, Ramesh Balsekar is a very, very good teacher. No matter, uh, no matter what others say, okay, I don't want to talk more about it. Let me move on to the next question. Even after enlightenment, people fall down every day, I guess. But climbing back up again becomes super easy. I don't know. That might be true because we don't have much research about enlightenment. Okay, if you take the example of Osho, for example, Osho is a person who I admire so much. Okay, I till date, it has not gone down. Okay, like I cannot, no matter what. I see. It is not a cultish behavior in the first place. Okay, this is not the same as what this Jaggi Vasudev's followers are saying. Okay, the person who is calling himself a Sadguru, he is an idiot. Okay, let us not talk about him. Okay, let us talk about Osho. Osho was, man, he made a lots and lots of mistakes, not one mistakes. If you listen to his speech, he is inaccurate 80% of the time. But he will admit it. Yes, I am not a scientist. I am not a scholar. I don't know anything. Okay, I don't know anything. I am just a I am just your friend. I want to gossip. That is exactly what he'll tell you. And this is what was appealing to me. Okay. Now this guy Jaggi Vasudev, he copied some kind of strategies. Okay, but he could not keep up with it. Okay, he himself named Sadguru. This guy is a bullshit. Okay, it is a shame for the whole Hinduism. Jaggi Vasudev, Sadguru Pundama, Jaggi Vasudev's existence is a whole, it is a shame for the whole humanity, the whole spirituality. I'm telling you right, okay. Let us move on to the next question because I don't want to talk about Jaggi Vasudev anymore. So yeah, even after enlightenment, let me come back to the same question here before I come back to the next question. Even after enlightenment, people fall down every day, I guess, but climbing back up becomes super easy. Okay, I will give you one example. Okay, it seems to be true because see, I was very, very okay, obsessed with a person called Suri Gayatri, right? It happened all of a sudden. I don't know why. I still don't have any explanation, and I think there is something regarding it. Okay, because it happened after my awakening. Okay, and many people complained about it. Many people even said, okay, you like you are talking a lot of, yeah, people abused me. Okay, that is exactly what it was. So, but yeah, even after getting all these abuses, I'm still alive, right? I did not commit suicide, right? So, but for me, it only creates more curiosity about what is going on, okay? For me, curiosity is very, very important, okay? At least, right now, I am not, I will admit one thing, okay? I was attached to Suri Gayatri, but I am not attached to Suri Gayatri anymore. But still now, I don't have anything against Suri Gayatri. Every day I check her posts, okay? But I don't post about it. So, what do you call, okay? Is it people falling down just because I suddenly recognize somebody who might be, I thought that, even now I think so, okay? She might be coming from my previous birth. Okay, so I don't want to go ahead with this topic right now, okay? Because I think that is a very, very long topic, and somebody else is asking about Adi Shankaracharya. I will address this, okay? Adi Shankaracharya also talk about Tripura Ragasya, yes, exactly, and I have written about this in my blog. He talks about Sri Vidya Sadhana of Ma Tripura Sundari. How does it reconcile with this Advaita Vedanta? Okay, I think I already mentioned one thing, okay? One thing, okay? There is Advaita Vedanta and Vishishtadvaita, right? I think I mentioned this before. I have mentioned this before. Vishishtadvaita and Advaita Vedanta both are true. Okay. Now, in the point of Vishishtadvaita, the Sri Vidya Sadhana and Tripura Ragasya is, first of all, don't mix these two things. Okay. Tripura Ragasya is, according to my understanding, according to what I read, I have read Tripura Ragasya. Okay. Tripura Ragasya is a text of Advaita Vedanta. But you are talking about Ma Tripura Sundari Sri Vidya Sadhana. That is, like both, bhaktas who are following Advaita philosophy and people who understand the Vishishtadvaita philosophy, both can follow this. But I have already explained this, okay? Vishishtadvaita comes after Advaita Vedanta. It is the next stage. I still maintain this, okay? Vishishtadvaita, Vishishtadvaita is the highest truth, but people will not understand Vishishtadvaita because Vishishtadvaita sounds very, very similar to Dvaita. Dvaita is Madhvacharya's philosophy, right? Advaita is Adi Shankaracharya's philosophy. Vishishtadvaita is Ramanuja's philosophy. If you ask me, okay, which philosophy is the ultimate, it is Vishishtadvaita. It is true. But I cannot explain I have tried it before, but this video is not about this, okay? But many people remember this. I have already said Vishishtadvaita is the final step, okay? If you are in a spiritual path, at some point of time you will say, okay, yes, this is true. Even Adi Shankara might have said it, but people would not have documented it because of embarrassment, Sadguru, சத்குருனே வாயில் வருது. ஆதி சங்கராச்சாரியாஸ் இந்த சத்குருன்னு சொல்லிடுறாரு. நான் செருப்பால் அடிக்கிறேன் சொல்கிறேன் சத்தியமாக. I will tell you again, this Jaggi Vasudev, who is influencing Hinduism so much, with his own stupid ideas, with no experience and no knowledge. He talks about experience, right? What kind of experience does this bullshit person have, okay? He does not know anything at all, okay? He is famous and popular. Michael Jackson was popular. Michael Jackson is popular, right? Popularity doesn't guarantee that somebody is telling you the truth, okay? He is a popular person, that is true. He made use of the money that he earned. He is a businessman, okay? Do not trust him, okay? Let me move on. That is not my business anyway, okay? I just want to. What is the dark side of attaining to non-duality other than unable to think about the future? I have already written a whole article, okay? The dark side, first of all, the dark side about this is like, there is no guidance at all, okay? What kind of guidance can you get after attaining non-duality? You will know for sure that you have attained it because none of the guidance that is meant for the seekers will make sense for you. This is the first truth, okay? No matter what these lot of people have told me, okay, I have not attained it, okay? I have, okay? But the thing is, it is not like how it is advertised. When you buy a product from Amazon, okay, in Amazon they have some pictures of the products, right? It is advertised in a certain way, but none of it comes to you as exactly. Let us talk about Ramana Maharshi in the first place. A lot of people have talked about Ramana Maharshi, right? Have you lived with Ramana Maharshi? I have not. No, none of us have lived with him. None of us have seen his day-to-day activities and experiences and everything, okay? Whatever we get from those books, okay, it is only a small, it is nothing at all, okay? When you compare to many things that would have happened, I'm getting a lot of questions right now. Thankfully, I think this is a favorite topic for many people. Okay, see, the thing is, I am spending my time, okay? Please consider supporting me financially, okay? Because that is very, very important, okay? When I am spending you some time with you, okay, I do have a lot of work. For example, I do have a. Yes, I don't want to show you, but anyway, I thought I would show you, okay. I think I talked about this book a while before. I think it has a huge importance in my life. I will talk about it later, but I just showed this book. Let me see if anybody is remembering the book, okay, because I have already shown this before. So regarding unable to think about the future, give us the full list. That is not possible in this video. Okay, I have already given the full list, but I will do so. Okay, it will make much more sense to talk to people who have already gone through this, because for seekers it would not make any sense at all, because they might get confused. Okay, because people who contacted me, there are some people who contacted me after reading this one blog article, okay, which is the life after spiritual awakening or spiritual enlightenment. I think I have written a couple of articles actually. You can read that in my blog, okay. So but it depends on your own spiritual growth as well, because whenever somebody asks me questions, especially personally by email, okay, I will ask them all these things. What is your age? Please define your spiritual journey. How did you come across all these things? Because as I already told you before, even becoming a spiritual seeker requires a spark. Okay, if you are really seeking spirituality, and if you know what you are seeking experientially, then you are a special person in some way, okay, in some sense. But don't take it to your ego or your head, right? But it is true. Okay, do everyone need to be enlightened? Do everyone, okay, the first question I get, why no, I am Brahman? I don't understand your question fully. Okay, do everyone need to see, since there are a couple of other questions, I will focus on that. Okay, but you can, maybe I think you should rephrase your question. Okay, Desi- okay, I think desires of buying car, homes, beautifying myself comes up. In fact, these became needs these days, but resistance comes because of spiritual conditioning. Should I neglect these desires or needs? Okay, I will tell you one thing. Okay, do not neglect them. Okay, do not neglect them. See, if you want a very very genuine advice, give more important to your practical aspect. Okay, and take your spiritual journey gradually. No guru will ever say this, but believe me, I am saying this. This is true. Okay, no guru will ever. They will say, okay, come to me. You have to work hard. You have to be. You can be enlightened today. Okay, do not worry about it. Your family is important. If you have children, they are. Do not leave them. Okay. See, there is time for spirituality. That is, you have your whole life towards it. That is exactly why in Hinduism we have divided life into four ashramas, right? Brahmacharya ashrama, okay, and Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama, and the last comes sannyas ashrama. But even when somebody is 18 years old, they are taking sannyas. Even Bhagavad Gita is against it, okay. Arjuna is literally saying that I am going to take sannyas, I am going to leave this war field. Krishna is saying, no, you go ahead and do the war, okay, because everybody is you have some karma to do, okay. So, desires of buying a car, okay. Let me ask you this: are you the only one? If you are a family member, okay, if you are running a family, are you the only one who has the desire of buying a car? What about your wife? What about your children? Okay, first let us talk about your wife. Your wife married you because she trusted you. Okay, she trusted you. She might not have any idea about spirituality, but she trusted you on a basis, on only one basis. Okay, when it comes to money, you will make her happy. Now, if you are so spiritual and if you don't pay any attention to the problems in your house, what will happen? A divorce will happen, right? So, yeah, desires of buying a car, who is deciding this? You or your wife? If your wife is saying, okay, we are spiritual, okay, and your son is saying, okay, I am spiritual, dad, okay, I don't need a car. If your son is coming up and saying, I am a very spiritual guy, I don't need a car. And if your wife is coming and saying, okay, I am a very, very spiritual woman, I don't need a car. But if you are worried about a car, then you have to think about yourself, okay? But if the desire belongs to your entire family, and if you have married and given birth to a children, you have to think about it, okay? That is one thing. So yes, buying a car, homes, beautifying myself comes up. It is not about only you. First of all, nobody will tell you this, okay? It is about your whole family. Once you are married, okay, once you have a wife and children, in fact, I myself, I have to admit that I did not fulfill everything, okay, because ஏதோ நமக்கு ஆகி போச்சுப்பா வந்துட்டோம். Don't do this, okay? I will tell you, okay? See, don't, I will tell you one thing. Spirituality, you can take it gradually. I am telling you right now, okay. My mistake was taking spirituality, very, very, I have to, it is like, I don't know what word to use, because when I say seriously, some people will object. Spirituality is not a serious business. It is not, but I was dedicated towards that dedication. Okay, dedication is the right word. Okay, I was dedicated towards it too much, and I think I should not have married in the first place. Okay, it was my mistake to be married, and it was a mistake to disappoint somebody. So, desires of buying a car, homes, beautifying myself comes up. In fact, these become needs these days. See, these are two different things. These becomes needs these days. But how about you? What do you desire? Are you a single? I am a single person, right? I don't desire a car. I don't desire a home. I don't know any. I don't. These are like. I mean, it would be good if it is there. Okay, I'm not denying it. Okay, if I have my own home, I don't have to pay a rent. If I have my own car, it is a comfort, right? I can go anywhere. But do I desire it? Absolutely no. Okay, that is the truth. So yeah, that is the answer to your question. Okay, I like Adi Shankar. Okay, next question. Okay, I like Adi Shankara and Ramanujacharya, but I feel Madhvacharya was not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't know. I have not dealt very deep with both Ramanuja and Madhvacharya. Okay, I have. When it comes to Adi Shankaracharya, I know him enough. Okay, I mean, no, I know him enough than all the other people know. Okay, only Adi Shankaracharya knows him enough. Okay, but I know somewhat. Okay, it is raining. I don't know how much you can hear me, but how can you say that Vishishtadvaita is true? Basically, Vishishtadvaita says you are both separate self and absolute self, while Advaita Vedanta says you are the only absolute self and all the separateness is ignorance. Okay, the thing is, again, there is a huge topic. Okay, I already addressed this. Okay, we can say that. Okay, because first of all, you think about why did you just think about this? Okay, you just take your time and think about this. Okay, why did Sri Ramanuja came up with totally something that is totally different? Why Vishishtadvaita? Okay, let us split this. Okay, Vishishtadvaita means special Advaita. Do you know special dosa? Okay, see, there is if you go to a hotel, okay, you can have whatever you want. Okay, like there can be idli. Okay, but there is a dosa. Okay, dosa maybe a lot of people like. I like dosa. Okay, dosa is very, very crispy, very, very nice. Okay, but what about a special dosa? I mean, see, when I go to a hotel, okay, I like idli. If nothing is available, idli is like dvaita. Idli is the only option you have. Okay, but what about a crispy dosa? Okay, crispy dosa is like Advaita Vedanta. Okay, that is dosa. Dosa Advaita. Okay. Now Vishishta Advaita means special Advaita. It means it is special dosa. Okay. Do you like ordinary dosa or special dosa? See, first of all, don't think too much. Okay. According to you, okay, dosa is better than idli, right? You like dosa better than idli, and so am I. Okay, because it is very, very crispy and it is very, very juicy. Like if you dip one I don't want to tempt you regarding this, but I hope you understand my point, right? So do you like dosa or special dosa? Let me ask you the same question. Would you like Advaita or special Advaita? Special Advaita is nothing but Vishishta Advaita. You are already Advaitic, but there is a special Advaita. You are already reading, you are already eating dosa. Okay, you are not eating idli. Okay, because idli is very, 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 very big, and lot of precautions have to be taken to produce a really good idli. And even then, it is very, very very, very big, right? It is very hard to soak an idli in a sambar. Okay, but dosa is not like that. Okay, so that is the question. Okay, so of course, okay, Vishishta Dvaita is like special dosha, and I cannot say much more. Okay, about this. Sorry. Okay, let me move on to the next question. Sorry, I did not get your explanation. Can you tell us in brief what Tripura Rahasya is saying? Okay, See, I've read it, and I think I already have some quotes in my blog, but I don't have. I did not read the complete Tripura Ragasya from the beginning to end. Okay, so maybe if you're having something in my mind, I don't know. Okay, you asked in one live video, what is the one book you want with you? Mine is Vignan the Bhairava Tantra by Osho. Okay, well, it would not be my choice because Osho has a style. Do you know this? Okay, Osho has a style. Okay, how many books of Osho have you read? Okay, because I have read so many. Osho has also given commentaries about Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Okay, I think it has like 12 volumes or something. There is something called this philosophy. Every book is extraordinary, especially when it comes to the seekers. Okay, but one thing that I can let you know, okay, for sure, okay, Osho was able to, no matter what he spoke, okay, I'll tell you one thing about Osho, okay, no matter what he spoke, whether what he spoke is accurate or not, really, by his speeches, Osho was able to somehow, first of all, somehow he was able to, I don't know how to say that, man, like, he was able to see the truth for yourself in some way, okay. So I can tell you the whole Osho speech, like, there are lots and lots of inaccuracies, especially if you think about it in a objective way, right? If you think about in a way, like whether it is like, if you think about when you're looking for facts, okay, for example, if you're looking for facts in Osho's speech, it is like, Osho will blabber much, okay. It is like most of them, but this really worked for Osho. But if Jaggi was even comes and says the same thing, if this moron, this Theodia Pundamama comes and says, yeah, like he gives the same dialogue as Osho, okay. When Osho said it, I can tell you very much, okay. Don't think that I'm praising Osho too much, but it is true, okay. His speeches were like that, but I know very well that his speeches were not accurate, not factually correct at all, okay. He is like a friend, okay. He some kind of, in some way, he persuades you to do something, okay. That is the truth. Next question. Do you have plan to go as a public figure like Guru Osho? Never, no, not at all, okay. I don't have any plans at all, and I would never do it, okay. It is a boring business, okay. I have to answer the same question ever and again, okay. If you want if you give me any other job, okay, any other job, I will accept this, but I will not get a job of this Guru guy, okay. I don't like this Guru business, I'm telling you very honestly, okay. That is not going to happen. I won't be a guru like Osho or Jaggi or whoever it is, okay. I am not designed for being a guru. That's it. Even if God comes today and tells me, okay, you can be a guru like Jaggi was, or you can, like, ask me whatever else you want, tell me. I will ask whatever else I want. But please don't ask me what I want, okay? You are getting too personal here, I think. Cosmic conversations, Advaita is the highest truth, but the apparent body mind still continues to function and worries about its fate. Vishishtadvaita helps with the surrender of the mind to the ultimate. I think you're getting close to it. Okay, whatever your comment is, actually, what happens is you cannot live with Advaita forever. Advaita is the ultimate truth, right? But there is a practical reality, and when you have to, even Adi Shankaracharya has talked about three truths, okay, but two are very, very important. One is Paramatika Satya, the other is Vyavaharika Satya. But the world will not let you live your Advaitic life. For example, let us say that you are married, okay, I'll give you one example from my own life. Let us say you are married and you always seem to be very, very happy and blissful. But the things are not happening in the right way in the family. Your wife will ask you the first question. That is exactly what your wife will ask. I'm telling you from my own experience. If you are married and if you have this Advaitic experience, non-duality 24 bar 7, if you feel happy about this, your wife will ask you the first question. You are so happy. I am the one who is suffering. This problem will come up. If somebody died in your family, okay, I will tell you one thing, okay. I won't even say that I am enlightened or awakened, okay? Whatever that I, I went through, you go through the same experience and then you face a death in your family. Your father's death, your mother's death, or your wife's death, and you will know what I am talking about. Because my father talked away, I'm sorry, my father passed away once, okay? And you won't believe what happened after that, okay? Sumedh, what do you think about Madhyamika Buddhism? Okay, I don't have that much knowledge about Buddhism, okay? I can admit it, okay? Maybe you can let me know about any, maybe I'm happy to research about it, because when I do research about it, it might be familiar to me according to what they are talking about. But at this point of time, I'm honestly, I don't know about it, okay? I can tell you I don't know, okay? I don't know anything about it. Madhyamika Buddhism, I have no idea. Their version of Pratya Samutpada. I've heard about dependent origination, I have heard about it, okay? And I think, to my understanding, dependent origination. Okay, let's forget about it. Let's not get too much into it, okay? Karan Sareen, Cosmic Conversation is asking Karan Sareen, if you have realized you are Brahman, why is body mind separate and worries about its fate? This means I am Brahman has not been. It is not true. Cosmic Conversations, you are wrong. Okay, you are very very wrong about this. Okay, thing is, once you have realized you are Brahman, okay, why is this body mind separate and why worries about its fate? Well, I don't know how to put it, okay, but I think you don't have much understanding about this. Okay, even if you have realized you are Brahman experientially, still you have practical things to deal with every single day, because you are still functioning. You still have what is called as prarabdha karma. This prarabdha karma is fully functional in your body, okay, because end of the prarabdha karma means end of this body. First of all, I'm telling you one thing, cosmic conversations, okay, you have to, rather than like, I don't know how much, I mean, you have to tell me about yourself, okay? Do me a favor, okay, send me an email. I think that would be the most appropriate thing to do, okay? For me, I am being very very honest here. I don't have to, வேஷம் போடணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. சத்குரு மாதிரி பிச்சைக்கார பையன் மாதிரி வந்து ஃப்ராடு பொய் சொல்லணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை, okay? I mean, I know that you don't know my language, but I am an emotional guy, okay? I do get emotional, okay? And these things will happen, emotions, okay? Because somebody will say, okay, enlightened people cannot be emotional. That is not true at all. Without emotions you cannot deal with you try this one thing, okay? You go, okay, whatever you are, cosmic conversations, you're talking about Brahman and everything, right? You get married, okay? You might say, I don't want to get married, right? You get married anyway, like, what is wrong with marriage, right? You're giving life to somebody else. If you are so enlightened, okay, somebody else will also get your wisdom, right? Because we need enlightened people today, okay, who has to get married and who has to give birth to children. Get married and see, okay, your wife will tell you, if you're happy all the time, if you're happy, not only your wife, your dad will come and tell you, Danny, why are you always happy? Do you, first of all, I'll tell you one thing, okay, forget about all these things. If you seem to be happy 24 bar 7, people will not worship you. People will think that you are careless. Write this down, okay? தப்பா இருந்தால் என்னை வந்து சுட்டு கொன்றுங்கடா. இதாண்டா உண்மை. This is the truth, okay? You face the fact. You can go to a lot of gurus, lot of people will say all kinds of things, okay, according to your own convenience, okay? But you try and see this. Get to the point. நான் இருக்கிற இடத்துக்கு நீங்கள் வாங்கடா. Come to the place where I am at, okay, and then talk, okay? Is the question put to me, okay? Interesting question. Are you confident that you will retain your awareness, consciousness during the process of death, so that you avoid it? I don't even think about this, okay? I don't even think about it. See, first of all, the concept of rebirth is a theoretical concept, right? We read about this. I don't know if I will be reborn or not, okay? In any way, okay? Even according to Hindu scriptures, for example, Christian people believe that they will not be reborn, not because they will attain mukti. They believe that they will not be reborn because they believe that they have only one birth. But we Hindus believe that we will be reborn because until we get mukti, we will be reborn. That is exactly why we believe. I don't believe in anything at all. For me, I'm just curious to find out. I'm still awaiting for the moment of my death, okay? Because, see, the thing is, if you want to find out something, especially if you want to find out about death, you have to wait for your own death to find out what is really happening. For example, if you want to find out what kind of thoughts you will get when you are about to die in your deathbed, you will have to wait for it. There is no other choice. You can read a lot of books about it, but these are second hand knowledge, okay? The first hand knowledge comes from this. If your doctor says, okay, you only have 1 week to live, okay, it is medically confirmed, you will not survive at all, you're going to die, okay, that's it. Now you know what is going on in your mind, right? I have not got to that stage at all, okay? So why do I have to worry about rebirth? I'm being very, very honest, okay? See, thing is, I can talk about scriptures. I will talk about scriptures only when it confirms to my experience. Otherwise, yes, I respect those scriptures. Maybe it is true, but I don't blindly believe them. And I think this should be the attitude of everybody, okay? Don't blindly believe in everything. Be ready to test them, okay? And I'm getting a lot of comments these days, okay? Sorry for sounding a bit intrusive, but what are your thoughts on taking sannyas? And may I ask you why you never became a sannyasin like Vivekananda? Well, first of all, I think it is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita itself, okay? See, not everybody wants to throw away the world just like that because not everybody is, in fact, even Hindu tradition allows people to be a grihastha and attain mukti. Why? Hindu tradition does not say, okay, you have to only, unless you become a sannyasi, you cannot attain mukti. That is not the fact in Hindu tradition, right? Hindu says there are four purusharthas, okay? Four purusharthas are these: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Do you understand this? So you have to attain all these four purusharthas. That is the goal of a Hindu life. And if you think about it, okay, if you think about all, I really wanted to make a video about it, but when I wanted to make a video about it, nobody turned up because I think I messed up with the title, okay. But yeah, these keep this in mind, okay. These four purusharthas are very, very important for this discussion, okay. It is raining outside. I don't know how much audible I am, but I'm getting a lot of questions today. But yeah, I'll answer them, okay. I'll answer them because they love to do it, okay. But yeah, please remember one thing, okay. I need your support. I will answer your questions, okay. I'm very, very glad that you're asking those questions. These are the right questions, and I'm very, very glad. But in the meantime, I need some financial support, and I hope you understand, okay, because everybody needs money. I want to buy some books. I am very, very dedicated in learning Sanskrit. Please look at this book, okay. Where is it? It is here, okay, in my bed. At the moment, I'm only limited to this, okay. I want to buy more books, like I want to buy some story books in Sanskrit. I'm really deep into it, okay. I'm just making a request, okay, but I don't want to take a long time in making this, okay. So your answer is, why didn't you become a sannyasin like Vivekananda? Because nobody has to, okay. It is not compulsory to attain mukti. If you think that sannyas is the only way to mukti, you are in a wrong. You have a wrong idea, because even Hindu scriptures do not support it. Okay, even Bhagavad Gita doesn't support it. Bhagavad Gita says that you can attain mukti without attaining sannyas. So why should you attain sannyas in the first place, right? Rebirth or reincarnation or reformation. I don't know what your question is. Okay, next question. Spiritual awakening. What is your zodiac and nakshatra? Well, in which basis are you asking? Okay, because I think there are two different. I mean, there is an Indian stuff. Okay, I mean, if you talk about because I know one thing. Okay, when you're asking about zodiac, I know there is a Western style of interpreting it. But if you want Indian style, okay, I will tell you in Tamil. Okay, tell you in Tamil because I think that is very very convenient for me. Mesha Rashi, Bharani Nachal. Okay, if you're an astrologer, please predict my future. Okay, Mesha Rashi, Bharani Nakshatram. Okay, is it enough for me? Enough for you? Okay. Karan Sareen. Okay, he is replying to Cosmic Conversation. I still stand by your Advaita, brother. But as long as you are alive, you need the mind to function and perform activities. Okay, I think Karan Saran is in the right. Yeah, he understands this. Okay, okay. Let me. What are your thoughts on money? I think it is a very important question from a spiritual perspective. Well, from a practical perspective, there is a practical perspective, right? From a practical perspective, money is important if you want to eat. Okay, because in today's world, there are a lot of fake sannyasins, there are a lot of fake people. Okay, but it is not the case when it was like like 1,000 years before. Okay, 1,500 years before, the population of the world was very very less, and the what do you call, the notifications were very I was looking for yeah, distractions was the word that I was looking for. Distractions were very very less, but instead, first time I did not get the word distraction, so I used the word notifications. Notifications were very very less. Okay, because you are, even if you don't have a mobile phone, you are notified by your brain, right? If somebody is coming, okay, your friend is coming, your brain is notifying you. That is a notification. That pop-up doesn't bother you much. Okay, but the notification that is coming in your phone bothers you so much, right? Lots and lots of that is only commercial, man, these days. Okay, so yeah, during those days it is completely different, right? So I think it is, yeah, money, right? Money, yeah, money is very important in today's world for everything. Okay, டேய், உன் வீட்டு பக்கத்தில் சாக்கடை ஒன்றா கூட வந்து நீ லஞ்சம் கொடுத்தா சரி பண்ண முடியும், அந்த அளவுக்கு வந்து இட் இஸ் டெமோக்ரஸி. ஓகே, ஸோ இன் டுடேஸ் வேர்ல்ட், ஓகே, forget about see, the thing is today the world has changed so much. Okay, so much. So maybe I will tell you one example. Okay, do you know the Sanskrit word for beggar? The Sanskrit word for beggar is bhikshukaha. Bhikshukaha. And the Sanskrit word for a Buddhist follower, okay, somebody who is residing in a Buddhist monastery, is also bhikshukaha. So a beggar is a bhikshukaha. A spiritual person who is living in a Buddhist monastery is also a bhikshukaha. They are synonymous. But it is not like the today. பிச்சைக்கார பையனா பிச்சைக்கார பையன், அவ்வளோதான். சத்குரு ஜக்கி வாசனா தேவடியா புண்டாமோன்னு அர்த்தம். தட்ஸ் இட். ஓகே, ஜக்கி வாசுதேவ் இஸ் அ ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் பர்சன், அ பிக்ஷுக்காக. இட் இஸ் நாட் அ பிக்ஷுக்காக. இதெல்லாம் வந்து இதுதான், இது இதுக்கு மேலே கெட்ட வார்த்தை. ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு சே அ லாட் ஆஃப் பேட் வேர்ட்ஸ். ஓகே, பட் தட் இஸ் அ ரியாலிட்டி டுடே. ஓகே, in this reality, even if you are a bhikshukah, okay, nobody will support you. Okay, so thing is, and we have grown up in this environment. That is a very important thing. Okay, we have got used to it. Buddha did not grew up in this environment. Okay, nobody grew up in this. See, the environmental factors play a very big role in shaping our lives. Okay, so I think I am addressing the last question in the series. Okay, so unless, I mean, and yeah, exactly, it is 1 hour. Okay, so you look at the time in my other 8 o'clock. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, I still have time. Okay, I still have time, but I have to go to the restroom. So, do you think I should answer any of your questions? Okay, okay, I don't have any more questions for now. Okay, I think the last question is the last question I observed, but I will just go. I'll just go to the restroom and come back. Okay. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please ask me. I will be very, very happy to answer you. This, I like this interaction. Okay, this is getting interesting. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Let us fantasize how the debate between Osho see, that is very hard to fantasize in the first place. I will tell you why. Okay, this question really. Thank you very much, spiritual awakening. You made me laugh. Okay, let us fantasize how the debate between Osho and Jaggi Vase will go in today's world. Make it dramatic but realistic. I'm making it realistic. That is why I laughed in the first place. Okay, but yeah, in today's world, okay, today's world, Osho is also aware of everything because Osho was not very accurate, but he was very, very curious about what is happening in the world. I can tell you one thing, okay, because I can tell you one disclaimer when I talk about Osho, okay. Osho was not accurate at all, okay. If Osho says something about anything about science or spirituality, he himself will admit it, okay. Don't believe him. That's it. And he stuck to it, okay. But Jaggi Vaste was repeating Osho in the first place, okay, yeah. No, let us not talk about today's world. Okay, let us assume that Jaggi was existed when Osho was alive. Okay, I think that is much more easier for me. Okay, Jaggi Osho would have destroyed him. There is one guy who is copying me. First of all, I mean I don't know, I don't know how to imitate Osho, man. But there is one guy in YouTube. Okay, you can watch. I think his name is Siddharth. He is assuming he is imitating Osho perfectly well. Okay, like it is like everything, man. It is completely awesome. Okay, so do you hear me? Because it is raining a lot here. Okay, I know you. I used to turn off my fans when I was here. I don't even need a fan, but it is raining a lot every single day. Okay. ஓஷோ வச்சு செஞ்சிருவார் ஓஷோ அவ்வளோதான் இன் தமிழ் இட் இஸ் லைக் I know about Osho, okay, how he will talk, okay. Osho மட்டும் there is no, I mean, that is exactly why I laughed at this question. Okay, let us fantasize how the debate between Osho and Jackie Vase will go in today's world. கிளின்னு கழிச்சுவார்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க ஓஷோ. That is exactly what will happen, okay. So yeah, Jaggi Vasudev can, if really, I can tell you one thing, okay. Let us assume this, okay. Let me satisfy your fantasy, okay. Your fantasy is this, right? Osho and Jaggi Vasudev. I don't know, man. Even if I think about this, I cannot stop. Kili. Man, this is, thank you very much. Okay, for thank you very very much for making me laugh. Okay, please, please, please. Okay, Nityananda of Kailasa. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, I'll tell you very seriously. Okay, yes, both Nityananda and Kailasa. I mean, Nityananda and Jagos, they were frauds. Okay, but yeah, if this, I'll tell you this very, very, you raised a very, I think, when we are talking about all these fantasy things, okay, you've brought about this, okay, at least Nityananda knows some stuff, okay. What did he do? Okay, what did he do? He slept with Ranjita, okay, actress Ranjita. Is it a big deal? Okay, she was a beautiful woman and actress, okay, she slept with her, okay. We don't know about Jagi's story, okay. Anyway, the thing is, okay, even Nityananda was influenced by Osho. We know everybody in today's world, it, they're only, like, even including Eckhart Tolle. Okay, I have not spoken about this, but he is not, I mean, I am assuming that he is very, very harmless. Okay, Eckhart Tolle, who is the author of Power of Now, because when I read his book, I got the impression that he might have read Osho, and he might have, but I think he's doing a decent job so far. I have not seen any criticism against him. Okay, so that is okay, because if somebody is helping somebody, and this book was very very helpful. I can tell you one thing. Okay, the Power of Now from Eckhart Tolle was very very helpful. And it was very very genuine as well. Okay, in many ways it was like very helpful, in fact. Okay, so I can tell you that the Power of Now is a very one of the helpful books that I have ever come across in my spiritual journey. Okay, so yeah, one is Osho's books, the other is Power of Now, and then the Ramana Maharshi's books. Okay, these were the main inspiration in my spiritual journey, and this Jagi came up, in the middle of my journey, and he kind of confused everything, and I had to rediscover those things. Okay, after I got. After I got whatever that happened, okay, whether it is enlightenment or whether it's some kind of bullshit, I don't care, okay. Something happened in 2014. I know that, okay, and I know ever since that happened, I don't know, like it is a complete world that I'm living in. That is the truth, okay. Yes, Nityananda talks about supervision mind. That is all bullshit. I know that, because there is no proof for it, and he did not prove it himself, right? Because if somebody has a super brain, right, they could have done anything, right? What did he do? Nothing, right? So we can't believe it. So yes, obviously at some point of time he started to lie as well. He was. I'll tell you. Okay, I'm getting a call right now. A phone call. அதான் ஒருத்தன் கால் பண்ணுறான். ஹலோ, சொல்லுங்கண்ணா. புரியல. புக் பண்ணுமா? என்னைக்கு புக் பண்ணணும்? இல்லைண்ணா, எத்தனை பேர் புக் பண்ணுறீங்க, என்னைக்கு வர்றீங்க, எல்லாம் பொறுத்து தான் இருக்குது. எத்தனை பேர் புக் பண்ணுறீங்க? ஆறு ஆறு பேரா? பேச்சுலர்ஸாக ஃபேமிலியாண்ணா? 6 பேர். 3ஆம் தேதி வரீங்களா? ஜூலை 3ஆம் தேதியா? அப்படிங்களா? சரி, ஒரு பெரிய ரூம் இருக்குது, 10 பேர் வரைக்கும் தங்குற மாதிரி இருக்கும். 6 பேர் தான் தங்க போகிறீங்க. 3000 கொடுக்கலாம். 3000 ஓகேவா? 3000 4000 கொடுப்போம். 4000 கொடுக்கும். ஆனால் நீங்கள் 6 பேருங்களா 3000 கொடுக்கலாம், ஓகேவா? 3000 அட்வான்ஸ் 1000 ருபீஸ் நீங்கள் அனுப்புங்க. அட்வான்ஸ் நான் அவ்வளோ டீட்டெயில்ஸ் அனுப்புகிறேன். நீங்கள் வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. இந்த நம்பருக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப் மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. டேட்டு எந்த டேட்டு? ஜூலை 3ஆம் தேதி டேட்டு போடுங்க. ஏன்னா மறந்துடுவேன். டேட்டு போடுங்க, எத்தனை பேர் வரீங்கன்னு போடுங்க. நான் உங்களுக்கு ரூம் பிக்சர்ஸ் அனுப்பி வைக்கும். ஓகே, அழைச்சி வைக்கும். ரூம் பிக்சர்ஸ் அழைச்சி வைக்கும். அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு அட்வான்ஸுக்கு நம்பரும் அழைச்சி வைக்கும். உங்களுக்கு எந்த ஃபோன் நம்பர் எல்லாம் அழைச்சி வைக்கும், ஓகேவா? சரி, ஓகே ஓகே. நீங்கள் டேட்டு, நம்பர் ஆஃப் பீப்புள், எல்லாம் போடுங்க. கட் பண்ணிட்டேன். Okay, there are a couple of questions right now. Man, I don't know if you're able to hear me. That is the problem, because I cannot hear myself at the moment. As an older enlightened man, You insulted me in the beginning, man. Do you look an older enlightened man just because of my beard? Okay, anyway. As an older enlightened man, what suggestion would you give to a young man on how to live his life in this current world? Well, be very, very smart about everything. The key word is okay. If you want one word, okay, one word, okay, regarding everything that you come across, it is balance. Balance, okay, balance. Too less of something is not good. Too much of something is not good. It also applies to spiritual journey. It also applies to spiritual practice, and I know this from my personal experience because I went through a too much of spiritual journey, and I think the there is something called like premature delivery or something like that. Okay, if baby is delivery, a baby is supposed to stay in a woman's womb in like for 9 months, right? If baby is delivered in 7 months, they will call it as premature baby, right? I think I am a premature baby of spirituality. It is true, okay. I'm telling you, okay, but I'm being very, very honest. One thing that you can trust me on is my honesty. I never ever want to lie about this. I don't have anything to get about this, okay. I don't have to lie about my spiritual journey. I don't have any purpose about it. I can be very, very clear about what I have gone through, okay. So yeah, as a I think I have answered this question. As an older enlightened man, what suggestion would you give to a young man on how to live his life in this current world? Find a balance between everything, whatever you hear, okay, because one thing may contradict another thing, okay, but find a balance, okay. As long as you live in a balance, your life be excellent, okay. Balance, because good and bad is two opposites, right? You have to be balanced, right? For example, there are things which are good, okay? There are things which are bad. For example, as a college student, you may smoke, which is bad, okay, which is bad, exactly. And but yeah, but sometimes you might be, I mean, smoking is bad for your health, but it is not a criminal activity, right? You can still smoke and enjoy yourself, okay. It does something to your brain, right? So enjoy smoking. It is bad, it will affect your health, but enjoy it. But at the same time, if you're robbing somebody's money, it is not only bad, it is criminal, right? So find a balance between these two. Know what exactly are you doing, okay. Understand the consequences of your actions. That is it. You have to find a balance between them. That is exactly how you should live your life in current world. No matter whether you're a spiritual person or you're a normal person, this is exactly how you can live your life, okay. Next question. Do you have experience with strange repeating numbers like 44414? Okay. Yeah, see, I already experimented with this. Somebody called it an angel number when I mentioned this number 37. I have one experience of this number, which is number 37. I think I already heard about this, but I am skeptical about this. If you can convince me about this number 37, but like, yeah, I can't trust you because you are a follower of my YouTube channels, right? So you can come up with any kind of things. For example, you are good at poetry, Sanskrit, you are from Tirunelveli, you have published 3 books. I know all this because you like the number 37. Please don't play all these games with me, okay? Yeah, I like number 37. Please convince me, okay? Do you drink one Sprite every day? Well, it depends actually, okay, because it really depends, okay. I'm not even coming on live every day, right? So you're observing this based on what I do during my live sessions. So it is not like that, okay. It is like just when I'm talking on the call, okay, I have to be a little stimulated about this, right? So all these things, carbonated drinks or even smoking a cigarette, okay, all these things offer stimulations. If I am not doing a live video, I wouldn't be doing this. So don't judge my daily comments based on my live video, because I do certain things on my live video only for the use of, only for only for the purpose, like, that's it, okay. Osho will start insulting Jaggi by valid points, calling him out like, yes, exactly. Okay. Can I rush it to another dimension, please? Okay, let us imagine this, okay? First of all, Osho and Jaggi they were both of them are here, okay? Both of them are there, okay? I don't know if you can hear me, okay? But I will try to imagine this, okay? I think first of all, Osho will ask the question, okay? Osho will break the ice. Both of them are silent, okay? So, okay, what is happening here? Who is this person? Jaggi Vase will reply, okay. I am here because I have Mr. Kodu Vera Vangranga. I'm here because I have found out the ultimate purpose of life, and I'm very, very not just blissful. It is like அவன மாதிரி எனக்கு பேச வராதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். But it is like I'm everything like it is like are you feeling the same? Are you in tears? Osho will reply, oh my God, I don't even know what this guy is talking about. I have been telling you all these years that the only thing that I can say that can save you is this. No scriptures. The society is spoiling you. Now Jaggi was even strict. The life. You see the life. I don't think you do not know about the exuberance of life. The thing is, the life. Isn't it so? Isn't hello, hello, hello? Isn't it so? Hello, hello. Now Osho is answering. Stop. I think I want to stop this nonsense in the first place. This fool is talking about a lot of things, and I want to say only one thing. These kind of people. Now Jaggi is interfering. Okay. I think. Osho has see, the thing is, you have to come and visit our place. Okay. It's a consecrated place. I'm telling you one thing. Okay. I'm telling you one thing. Actually, see. Thing is, there are a lot of things which is beyond the comprehension of beyond the illogical. Okay, illogical stuff. Illogical stuff. Okay, illogical. Do not believe me. Do not disbelieve me. Now Osho was replying. Okay. See, this scoundrel is telling you a lot of false things. Okay. One day, this guy who's பேர் வேற மறந்து போச்சு, ஒரு நல்ல பேராச்சு, அவர் ஒரு முஸ்லீம் பேர் இது. This okay. Any more questions? Okay, is there? Okay, let me answer the question again. Then I will continue with the rest of this. Okay. Frequent raining, no fan, so must be in cool environment. Cottage work in Tamil Nadu, so you must be in Kodaikanal, right? I am not going to answer this question. Okay. Next question is, in this current world, how do you think one should even earn money and balance spirituality and family life? Everything seems to be too much. Yes, it is true. In fact, it is a difficult question for me to answer. Okay, I can tell you because even I am wondering what is the best way to earn money. So I am not the right person to answer this. I am being very very honest. I am not Jaggi Vasudev. Okay, I am not Sadguru. If you ask, if you, I'm telling you one idea. Okay, you ask the same question to Jaggi Vasudev. ஒருத்தன் இருக்கான் பாரு தாடியோட ஜக்கி வாசன் ஒருத்தர் இருக்கான் பாரு புண்டாமா. You ask the same question to Jaggi Vasudev. He will reply you. Okay, he will tell you something. Okay, and maybe you like it or maybe he might tell you something. Okay, see, you ask the same question. Okay, to Jaggi Vasudev. Your question is very very valid in this current world. How do you think one should even earn money and balance spirituality and family life? That is a very very good question. And for me, I'm struggling with it. Okay, I am admitting it. Okay, I am not claiming to be a Sadguru Jagivasi, but you ask the same question to Sadguru. அவனை தான் பெரிய குரு புண்டாம நம்புறீங்களா நீங்கள் அவனை நம்பி ஊம்பி எல்லாம் வந்து யூ கெட் த கொஷின். ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ டோன்ட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஜகீஸ் சேவ்ஸ். ஐ டோன்ட். ஓ ஐ ஐ man. எனக்கு அதை சேவ் சேவ் I don't I can't really. I'm sorry you guys. Save soil, rally for rivers, and what is the other one called? Kaveri calling, right? Punda Mota. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to. I don't want. But still, I can't stop laughing at this guy, man. Like, whether I should laugh at this guy or whether I should laugh at these people who trust him, I don't know. Okay, but all this is very. Man, hey, இப்படிலாம் அதில் நம்புறீங்க நீங்கள்? How do you believe this guy, man? How do you believe Jaggi Vasudev? டேய், அவன் வந்து ஒரு ஒரு கூறு கெட்ட ஒரு ஒரு உணர்வு கெட்ட ஒரு 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 நன்றி கெட்டங்கிறது உண்மைதான். ஓஷோவோட மேன் யூஸ். ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டாக் மச் இன் தமிழ். ஓகே, பட் இவனெல்லாம் வந்து வச்சு செய்யலாண்டா. அவனெல்லாம் கையில் மட்டும் கிடச்சான்னு வச்சுக்கேன், I will do it. Okay, so yeah, please, if you don't understand the Tamil part of it, don't worry. Okay, but yeah, let me move on to the next question. If it was real issue, at least one other person would have talked about saving soil. Nobody. It was a marketing campaign. பெப்சி குடிச்சா வந்து வந்து போன்விட்டா குடிச்சிட்டு வந்து கிரிக்கெட் ஆடி விளையாண்டு ஜெயிச்சிருவாங்க தெரியுமா? See, have you watched all these Indian advertisements, right? Like, I don't know, like, when it comes to India, a lot of people speak a lot of languages. Okay, I cannot be. There are only Tamil people here. I can talk about Tamil ads, right? But I don't know. But okay, I keep asking one question to you, but it seems it is under review or moderation. Okay, so please be, maybe, if it is review or under moderation, maybe, you have to think about the words. Okay, because I don't know, these stupid algorithms from these. Sometimes it happens to me as well. Okay, when I ask some question with anything. Okay, or do anything with anything. Okay, even if I search something on Google will say, okay, we suspected something very very wrong from you. Okay, you click on the images and you identify the mountains in all the 6 images. If you click on this, we believe that you are a human, otherwise you are a bot. And yeah, I know, okay, these are the mountains. I will click on it, and then again the search, because sometimes I think you might have gone through the same scenario. Okay, when you do a Google search, when you're searching for something, very active, because I used to do it a lot. Okay, when you do it, okay, sometimes you will. 1 minute. Okay, I don't know if I. Okay, so I think I closed the door because it is raining, but the food has not arrived yet. The food is very very important. சோறு நீங்களா போடுவீங்க? இல்லை. So it is very important, but it is only 8:18 right now, so that is okay. So yes, so all this is a joke. Yeah, so as I told you, okay, if it is under review, please take care of please take care of your words, because yeah, sometimes it happens. Okay, and it is not very reasonable, I know that. Okay, so Karan Sarin is asking another question. Here we are talking about saving lives, saving money, saving people stuck in war zones, save children from child labor, and Jaggi is like saving soil. Okay, that is good, but one thing is, okay, if Jaggi is so much concerned about humanity, humanity. Okay, a war was happening for all these days, right? This is a very important question. Okay, there was a war which was happening between Iran and Israel, right? What did Jaggi Vasdev do with his influence? அந்த புண்டாம என்னடா பண்ணா கேட்குறானா. வாட் டிட் ஹி டூ வித் இஸ் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ்? ஓகே, தட் இஸ் த இங்கிலீஷ் ட்ரான்ஸ்லேஷன் ஃபார் வாட் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் செட் இன் தமிழ். ஓகே, yeah, that is it. Okay, so what did Sadguru Jaggi Vasdev do? Sadguru, forget about Jaggi Vasdev. Jaggi Vasdev does not exist. Only Sadguru exists. Okay, Jaggi Vasdev was never born at all. Okay, because there is no importance to the phrase called Jaggi Vasdev. Sadguru exists. Sadguru. Okay, Pundama Sadguru. Okay, Teodia Pundama Sadguru. Sadguru அவ்வளோ அக்கறை இருக்குல்ல அந்த புண்டாமனுக்கு. சேவ் சாயில், காவேரி காலிங்காமா, காவேரி காலிங், சேவ் சாயில், ரேலி ஃபார் ரிவர்ஸ். இந்த போர் நடக்கும்போது புண்டாம எங்கே போனான்? So many people died in the war, right? What kind of bullshit opinion he gave? Okay, அந்த புண்டாம எங்கே பேர் தான் கேட்குறேன். எப்போனாலும் ஒட்ட ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்கடா இதுக்கு. One person answering me. Okay, Jaggi's so-called Jaggi's devotees. Okay, where did he go? Okay, somebody is saving soil, somebody is saving rivers in the form of rally for rivers, and what is the other one? Somebody is saving Kaveri. Why can't you save all these lives? Okay, you have so much influence, right? Modi, Narendra, every ella punta madi pesra ni. Why can't you? He has not. I mean, please correct me if you are wrong. Okay, in this war times when the war was going on between Iran and Israel, India was talking about it, America was involved in it, but yeah, the war was mostly happening between Iran and Israel. This Jaggi Vasudev Pundamava, Jaggi Vasudev Pundamava means, Pundamavam is, Pundamavam is a title, okay. Like in Tamil Nadu, Pundamava means it is a title, a honorary title that is given to people who are doing some kind of extraordinary deeds. I mean, no, it doesn't apply to leaders or it doesn't apply to good people, but extraordinary deeds done by people like Jaggi. Okay, it only applies to Jaggi Vasdev, nothing, nobody else. Okay, you cannot apply because that is, I mean, in Tolkapiyam it is Jaggi Vasdev வளர்ந்து விடும்போது நான் வளர்ந்து விட மாட்டேனா. In Tolkapiyam, in Tamil grammar called Tolkapiyam, it has mentioned, okay, it has mentioned that there will be some kind of guy called Jaggi Vasdev who will come. Okay, and whatever I say right now will applies to him. Okay, Pundamona, Theodiamona, Arivita Naya, everything will apply to him. Okay, Tolkapiyam says that because Jaggi Vasdev can say Janalinga. Janalinga is the first text to mention. I mean, see, Rigveda is the first text to mention Janalinga. இவெல்லாம் சிறுப்பை கழட்டி அடிக்கணும்டா. இவெல்லாம் வந்து நம்பிட்டீங்க இந்த நாயை. அதுக்குள்ளே வந்து I'm getting a lot of comments, man. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I mix Tamil into my speech. Okay, I bought a bunch of crystals like quartz, tourmaline, even a neelam stone, but I did not really feel anything. Are these new age stuff a scam in your experience? See, yeah, one thing that I like about these stones is they are beautiful. Okay, they are very, very beautiful to look at. I used to collect all those stones from my childhood. Okay, so if you don't feel like they have any special, it won't. I don't think it. I mean, I really don't believe so. But yeah, but if you want to throw them away, please send it to me. Okay, I'll be very happy to have them because they are very, very cute, beautiful. I like those stones very much. Okay, the crystals, the colorful crystals, only for the beauty of it. That's it. So, as far as I know, okay, these, yes, they are new age stuff. Okay, if people are ready to believe everything, okay, that is why these things are selling. Okay, bye, brother. I have to leave for some urgent work, but it was a lovely, informative session today. Thank you very much, friend. Okay, I am very, very happy that you liked it. Even I have to leave. Okay, but I will stay for some time for any upcoming questions. I think Sri Ravi Krishna is also another scammer. His guru Maharishi Mahesh Yogi was exposed a lot by Osho. Man, yeah, everybody is a scammer these days. You know what? Yeah, thing is, I won't say that Osho was perfect. Okay, it is true that Osho was not perfect, but I think Osho did some kind of stop thing. Okay, something that he did. Okay, he was really I don't know how to define him. Okay, because he was not a perfect person. and he himself admitted that he is a con man. So I cannot put Osho into one category. That is my trouble. Okay, so he was a genius. I can never ever deny this. Okay, again, but yeah, he was not accurate, and he himself admitted it. So எந்த இடத்துல ஓஷோ வைக்கிறது நமக்கு வந்து தெரியல. ஓகேவா? ஹோப் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், ரைட்? So yeah, see, I'll be on for another 5 to 10 minutes to the max, okay? Because it's getting late, and I'm very very happy seeing all these questions. But the only request I have is, okay, I'm spending my time with you, okay? But please consider supporting me economically, okay? Because I think by now you understand one thing, okay? I do have something valuable to offer, but it is not very very polished and refined, okay? I am not like Jaggi Osti Puntama Theoria Puntama. I am not like him, okay? I am much more like I am not very very polished, okay? But I know that I have a lot of scope to contribute to the spiritual world, but in a totally new way. But I really really need some economic support because I am nobody right now, okay? I'm literally nobody. I don't have anything, okay? And what I require from you is some kind of donation, some kind of money to support my ongoing, what do you call, ongoing. See, I might not be making videos a lot of times. I might not be creating content often because my content is not focused towards earning money. My content is focused towards bringing out the truth. If I had wanted to earn money, I would have done it in a multiple ways. I would have invented. I am a creative guy, okay. I, it is as an intelligent person. If you have any touch of, I don't want to reveal this, okay. I don't want to give ideas to wrong people, okay. But yeah, you can do it. You can fool people in a lot of ways. I did not choose to do it. So if you support me, I am ready to. It will be very very slow, okay? Don't expect any miracle, okay? I am a very ordinary person, just like you. உன்னை போல் ஒருவன் அவ்வளோதான் போனா, புரியுதா? Yes. So please support me in every way, and I'm going to end this video at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. You have a very good night, okay? Sleep well. தூங்குடா. Okay. Thank you.